You've been told a lie by the church, maybe even by your own interpretation, because God never promised us happiness. God never promised sunshine and rainbows throughout all your days. Why do you think Apostle Paul wrote so many letters about suffering, wrote so many things about how we will have peace in our suffering? If you even look at the Old Testament prophets, look at Jeremiah, literally, he wrote the book of Lamentations. So don't think that this life, this walk with God is going to be easy in any way. It's going to be a hard life, but a good life. Because once you become a Christian, your life is going to get harder simply because you're going to have to deny the things you want. You have to deny the things that you sometimes even think you need. But it's all going to be for greater purpose, greater things for God rather than for yourself. And when you focus on God over yourself, you find your purpose in God. And when you find that purpose in God, He will pave the way for your entire life. Look at Matthew 6:33 through 34. Essentially, all it says is follow God and everything's going to be all right, and you shouldn't worry about the future because you can't control anything here. We're going to wake up and you're going to be sad some days. You're going to wake up and you're going to be angry. You're going to wake up and be happy some days because that's all it is. Happiness is an emotion. It's fallible. It's not something you can put your faith or trust in. Why do you think people say don't make decisions when you're angry? It's because it's an emotion. You're not in your proper state of mind. You're not thinking straight, right? So you can make a decision when you're happy, mad, sad, doesn't matter because those are emotions. You shouldn't base your life off emotions, but rather what you know, what you can read in the scriptures, what God has told you personally. Don't base your entire life off of how you feel, because if you base your entire life off of how you feel, you're never going to get anywhere. A man still has to get up and go to work even if he feels tired, angry. Doesn't matter what he feels. If he doesn't go to work, his family's not going to eat, and neither will he. And as we know, a man who cannot provide for his family is worse than an unbeliever. Don't rely on happiness as your motivator. Don't rely on something as simple as an emotion to keep you motivated. Because this Christian life, this Christian walk is going to be hard. You're going to have storms, as it says in the Bible, right? And when these storms come, say amen, because you're going to live a hard life, but your life is going to be better for it. You know, Jesus did promise a good life. He did promise fulfillment, but he didn't promise happiness. I was sitting in my bathroom one day, and I was just staring at the wall, and I thought to myself, I'm not happy, but I'm fulfilled. And that's the key difference. Don't confuse happiness with purpose. A lot of people's end goal is just happiness. I want to be happy in my life. But here's the thing. You're not always going to be happy. So don't chase happiness, because when you chase happiness, you're going to be chasing after something that's temporary. But rather chase fulfillment that we find in God. If you read the book of Ecclesiastes, it was King Solomon. He showed that you could have literally everything and anything in the entire world and still be unfulfilled, versus Job. He had everything he ever wanted and it was stripped away from him. And when it was stripped away from him, he still trusted God and he still found fulfillment in God. So continue trusting God no matter how hard life gets. And even if you're sad, angry, bear your cross. You think Jesus thought for a second, no, I'm not going to continue carrying this cross. I'm too tired. I feel sad. I feel angry. I feel betrayed. No. Not for a second did he think that. He said, no, I love them too much, and I'm going to bear this cross so that they can be forgiven. So that's what I will leave you with. And if you'd like to see more biblical content such as this, please click right here.